They came to America at different times. When did you come to America?
I came to America in February of 1958.
September 17, 2005, like a year after I got married.
For my dad's family, it was a well-thought-out decision. How long had your family thought about moving to America before they actually did?
A good 5 years, maybe like 1952.
For Carlos, it was an impulsive move. How long had you considered moving to America before you did?
6 months. I came here in 2005, in March 17. I came for 10 days. That was part of my honeymoon. And when I was going back, I took the decision that we have to move.
They came for different reasons. Why did they want to come to America?
My father wanted to make sure that we got a good education and the opportunities.
So it was like he became a father, and that's when he's like, I want to make sure these guys get a good education.
Yes, because in Italy, for the most part, what they did is the oldest got the education because money was scarce. So, but my father had 3 kids at the time, and he wanted to make sure that all 3 were able to have the opportunity.
Even his daughter?
Even his daughter.
Was that common, like in Italy, for the daughter to get an education?
No.
No?
Because for the most part, a woman was destined to be a housewife. There wasn't enough work for the men alone, so the women just stayed at home.
While the motivation for my father's family was education, for Carlos it was safety.
You need a gun every day. You look like a cop trying to defend yourself from criminals. And I didn't like it because of that.
Can you tell me a story about why you needed a gun?
But at that time in 2004 and 2005, there was a lot of kidnapping.
Kidnapping.
People, they take you and 3 guys with guns and all the stuff. They take you to the ATM. They take your money out of your account. And then they take you for a ride. They try to bring you to your house and take everything that you have in your house. Or they can get your phone number, call your mom or your family, and ask for money. I don't think that's kind of free. Yeah. I don't think that was free. I get into the police, military police, like kind of like a DEA here, but with the military police. I got my training course, I got personal defense course, like training with my gun, and I was very well trained to defense, just so for personal defense. If something happened, I was ready for take actions, whatever it happened.
Wow. So you took all those courses just to defend yourself?
Yes. That's the reason I went here. I like it, I love it, but like everybody like that. It's the same way that I see here in the US, that people like to get for training when they have guns and all the stuff, but it's a big difference between have those training and when you have to use it to save your life.
Wow.
I had that opportunity to defend myself long time ago in 2003 when I have a girlfriend. We went to a wedding and some guys started pushing, trying to get me out of the road with another car, and I just shut the car.
Thank you.
I just shut the car, and it was kind of sad story. My girlfriend was screaming and yelling at me, We got home. I left my gun for a week in her house. We checked the newspaper every day. I called my friends that are cops to see if somebody was dead, but that was 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And you can see much at the highway going at 80 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour.
So to live in Venezuela, you have to know how to use a gun.
Right, yeah, if you own a business and you're kind of in a good position with money and all the stuff, yes,
Oh, wow.
you have to. If not, you're gonna enjoy the criminals. There's a lot of corruption between cops and criminals and all the stuff.
But they landed in New York for the same reason. Family. Why New York?
Because my two aunts, my brother's sisters, lived in New York, and my Aunt Frances sponsored us, so this is where we had to come.
Why did you choose New York?
Michelle's parents, my wife, they're living here. They offered me to stay with those guys for a while until I get take my north and all the stuff and get straight with the life in here. Just taking a shot, just to see what's going on and what happened. If I like it or no, I can come back or whatever.
My father, Augustine Stella, came to America from Italy at 9 years old, while my friend Carlos came from Venezuela as a 31-year-old married man, so their expectations were obviously different. What did you think America would be like?
The land of milk and honey.
Explain that.
No, it was just modern. For the most part, we were rural, and there was no commerce, but America had industry and job opportunities.
But what did you think, as a kid? What did you expect your life to be like when you came to America? Did you ever imagine, where you would play, who your friends would be and what they'd be like? And
No, the thought really never entered my mind. It was just being with the family, so I knew we'd be okay.
were you excited or scared?
Oh yeah, no, I was excited. Because it's like we didn't have television. I didn't have electricity until I was until I was 6 years old. Never had running water until I came to America in the house. It was a better expectation, than what we had.
What did you expect as far as beyond the struggles? I mean, did you think that your life was going to be similar in any way, or did you think you'd be safer?
It's gonna be different because when I came here in 2005, everything it looks like a safer. It looks like you can go out with no problems, that you're gonna have somebody, they're gonna try to take your phone or take your wallet or take wherever you have watch or wherever you have on it. But after that, it's I saw that, and people don't realize here it's for different people, for different countries, it's priceless.
It's what?
Priceless.
Priceless?
Yeah. The thing that you leave your car open and nobody take your stuff inside your car, that have a price for people like me coming from different countries. I don't see myself, shooting somebody or killing somebody.
You haven't had to do that since you've been here?
No. It's I hit a square and I cry. But it's different. It's a whole different world. And most of the people that are here, they complain about it, but they don't know what is bad. Besides the good life they're having here, security and all the stuff. even when the people say that, oh, this country is going bad and all the stuff, I don't think so. People that don't know what is worse or no.
Because my dad and Carlos are both immigrants, but with very different stories, I thought it would be interesting to get them together to compare their experiences. For example, becoming a citizen was very different for my father than it is going to be for Carlos. For one thing, my dad was just a kid when he was naturalized. And for another, that was 1962.
I believe for you it was different, no?
Yeah, for me it was a lot different. I don't remember much about the process because I was only, 12 years old.
12 years old?
Yeah, well, what happened was my father became a citizen and they changed the law so I didn't have to wait until I was 18. I could become a citizen just because my father was a citizen. But I'm sure there was a lot of paperwork involved, you know. But I don't remember that process. But what I do remember is going down and becoming a citizen, you know, with the judge and all that.
Yeah, but you have to know about the story or something.
Well, yeah, but I was going to school. Really, all I needed to know was how to speak and write English, you know. And back then, I had to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. But that's all. Yeah, it wasn't that difficult.
Well, now, I mean, I know, I have a couple friends that being a citizen and things like that. The process is different now. It's a little bit tough because what happened in September 11th.
Well, yeah.
You know, now it's like a more selective. It's getting more.
Well, no, it was selective back then. It was quotas. Only so many people could come from whatever country, whether you were friends or not. It didn't matter. Friends, an ally.
Yeah, actually, right now it's like a lot of people from my country. They're doing is they come here with no papers and they do like in Spanish they call asilo político. I mean it's like
asylum.
Yeah, you need some letter from here saying that you can stay here until the government is down or whatever. You have a couple. It's a process, but that's right now with the people who come here. Yeah. Me, it's different, but I came and I did all my process in Venezuela.
Right.
I did it over there, and I came here just with my visa. And when I get into the airport, they cancel my visa, and they put fingerprints and all the stuff, and then I left the airport.
Yeah.
Came here and a week after or 3 days after I have my green card in my house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess if you're not going to stay here permanently, they issue you a visa for so many days.
Yeah.
If you got a green card, then
it depends. It's like my sister. My sister came like a tourist, and they stamp you for 3 months.
Right.
It's a regular. But now it's when I came here, they give me one. It's just you can use it for 2 years.
The green card.
Yeah, then you can request for the other one.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is a permanent.
Yeah.
For 10 years, every 10 years. I got that one right now for 10 years, and it expires in I think in 2-3 years, something like that. Yeah, it gotta be in 2 years, I think it is.
The idea of becoming a U.S. citizen can be difficult for an immigrant. For some, it feels like the ultimate severance from their previous life. But there are benefits that come with citizenship. Some, I at least, never considered.
Why I don't want to be a citizen, but before, the difference that I was thinking before between being a citizen and being a resident is like I can vote right now.
Right.
That's the only difference.
Right.
But my friend explained to me that for credit card rates could be down a little bit more. My house payments for the mortgage can be down from, I got right now like, I think I got 5 or 4.9, something like that. If I'm a citizen, I can have 4.6.
Right.
But other than that, it's like the advantage that I can take out of that is like I can ask for my mom. My mom is alive. Still
Right.
alive. I can ask for her. She can come here. But at this time, like she's like 68 years old. She don't want to move.
Yeah,
She's,
no.
like what's she gonna do
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
And then I start to,
Yeah, if you were a citizen, you could sponsor her to come over here.
Yeah, but she
Yeah.
have a house. She have a house in Venezuela. She have a life over there too. That I'm gonna become a citizen? Yes, I have to.
Well, yeah, I mean, we don't look to get into trouble,
Yeah.
but if you got into trouble, they could send you back. They could deport you. But if you were a citizen, then they couldn't.
Yeah. That's one reason. And the other reason is like, I'm married, got 2 kids. I don't know how hard they go if you get, when you get divorced or something like that. If you get in the bad terms or something like that, always, you gotta see the bad side, the good side. I don't know what's gonna happen.
So, for you to come over here, did Michelle have to sponsor you? No?
You came over on a visa.
Actually, I did my papers. My mother-in-law did that.
She sponsored you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she did that. Even if I did, she supported me on front of the embassy, saying that he's gonna stay in my house. I know him for a while. He's married with me.
Right.
They asked me a lot about why I got married. With an American woman, and said, "Listen, she's not American. She born here, but she moved when she was 2 years old. She lived in Venezuela for 29 years. She's not a American person. She's more Venezuelan than American."
So, what was the most surprising thing about America?
I came here my first time in 2015 in March, on the 17th. That was funny, but I came in St. Patrick's Day, and everybody was wearing green. I said, "What the fuck is this?" I didn't expect to live in here. That's the only thing. But other than that, it's the same thing. I came here when I was a kid, 10 times probably.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I
So
came
you
here at
pretty much
Disney.
you knew what.
Yeah. Well, I was a kid. I came
Yeah.
to Disney. I came to Miami, all the stuff, traveling all over the place. But just Florida.
So that's one thing that, like, a benefit that you had that Dad, you didn't, because back when you came to America, people couldn't really take vacations to America like they do now, right?
Yeah.
Like, there were people coming over here going to Disney World.
Yeah.
No.
When my dad came to the U.S. in the late 50s, air travel wasn't an affordable option for the average person. But by the time Carlos was young, it was. This gave him the opportunity to experience America firsthand, making the move less of a culture shock. He also had access to the internet, another resource not available to my father before his move.
So, actually, New York City looks like it's the same like Caracas, same chaos and all this.
Chaos.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Big-
But nicer. But cars are really new all the time. They don't have too many years. Venezuela right now have cars from the 60s, 70s. The different that's it. It's impressive when you go to the airport and you see the big, huge airport.
Yeah.
Like Atlanta is like, my God, you gotta take a train to go from one side to the other side.
So, was there anything about America that you expected, but it ended up not being, or anything happened?
Jobs.
The jobs.
Here, you do way too much and you don't get paid in any single place. You know, you work a lot, and they don't. The only people who make money in this country is doctors, lawyers. Even some guys are engineering, go to companies like a new engineer, and they don't pay much.
Yeah.
Even if you went to school and everything. I don't see that like here they have a little bit of hope from my side, I believe so. Couple of jobs, well, you know, working in some place and you think you deserve like, I don't know, 20 something bucks an hour and they pay you like 15 or 13 or 12. It's like, that's the only thing. Like, it's not only here, it's everywhere.
Right. What about you?
He got lucky, but he went to the army.
Navy.
Maybe.
See, with me, I didn't have the same expectations as he did. He came over as an adult. I came over as a kid. So it didn't matter to me about work, you know. To me, it was, well, now I'm going to get to have a TV. Now I'm going to get inside water. You know, I didn't have electricity until I was 5 years old. You know, but I still didn't have running water. But then I come to America, and I didn't have television there. I got television, I got running water, I got electricity. To me, it was great, you know. But if I was an adult, then I'd be looking for work, and I probably would have had a different perspective.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking for kind of relief for where I was living, you know, like the situation and all this stuff. That's the only thing that is kind of priceless for me. Like, you know, like you came here. The things are easy here, way too easy. Like I get a car, it's the easiest way here.
Yeah.
In my country, you have to wait a month, maybe 2 months for a car.
Demand, and
You don't
supply and
find,
demand, they don't have them.
yeah, you don't find a car. You're lucky if you get the car that you ask. Even if you're paying for the car,
Right.
you're lucky if you say, "Oh, I want a white," and they show purple. And you gotta take it like purple, no matter what. Yeah.
So was that surprising to you that things were easy, or did you
No,
think
they're
they
easy.
would be?
Hey, easy. That's surprising, but in my country, you need contacts and people and know somebody else, and know this guy, know that guy. I was lucky, but I know everybody, and they helped me out with tons of things, you know.
Yeah. What is one thing, you're both of you being immigrants, that do you think Americans take for granted?
Thank you. I'll be right back.
Like you were saying the other day about our government, like we think that it's really bad, but then you said it's really not that bad. It's still pretty great.
But you know, like he comes from when he was a kid. He already said that he doesn't have electricity, but wherever he lives, you know, you come here and say, you know, this is good. I got water, I got light, I got TV. These guys around, they don't know what is suffer, but they always had that thing. You know, it's different when you have something and somebody take him out of your hands. Oh, you don't got nothing, and then you start like, oh, I do this, I do this. It's a way. It's two different things.
Yeah. What about you? What is something that you think Americans take for granted? Like natural-born Americans.
Just the freedom. You know, it's like he says, over here, a cop really can't bother you unless you do.
Unless
Something
if
wrong.
you do something wrong, you have, you know, they
Yeah.
get you and bother you and all that stuff. Even why I gotta be scared for this stuff?
Yeah.
When I'm doing something wrong, maybe, or I'm going speeding, or I'm drinking and driving, or I'm smoking weed or something like that. You know, like that's the only reason. Other than that, you can.
Yeah, you don't have to worry overseas in different countries. It's like the cop is right, and that's that. If he gets, if he feels like it, he can pull you over and get something on you.
Venezuela, they're worst. Worst in the world. It's amazing. It's if you don't give him money, they put the stuff in the car. They call a different cop. They said, "Oh, we caught this guy." You can say whatever you want to say. You're guilty. Even if you don't smoke it all your life, you're guilty. That everybody don't realize what they have in here.
Yeah.
That's what happened. You know, like most of the people bitching about jobs and all that stuff. You get a job, you're working, but you're not gonna be a millionaire. But you didn't go to school to be a millionaire. You know? Sometimes the people.
But really, in a way, you were better off. I mean, you were not better. You were well-to-do in Venezuela.
Oh yeah.
If you weren't, you probably wouldn't have had some of the opportunity to come over here, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So, like, he had it good, but if he had it bad, he probably would still be there, right?
Yeah.
You know, how can you get out of something unless you got somebody helping you?
Yeah.
You can get out.
Yeah.
The thing is like, you know, you come here, and obviously you guys know about the American Dream, the movie or whatever. Everybody comes here to have the American Dream. American Dream is have a house, have a family, nice job, and you got your cable, you got your cell phone, you got your cars, all nice, and that's the American Dream. And everybody tried to do that when I came here, you know, like all those immigrants from Mexico. They come here with no money, and you see it. Got trucks, paying rent and all that stuff, but they do it. You're never gonna say to those guys, "Oh, well, you don't come back to your country." I say, no.
Yeah.
Why?
Do you guys feel like Americans?
No.
No?
No. I respect everything, but I don't. You know, I'm from Venezuela. I'm not, you know, like my thing inside is Venezuela. You know, like that I respect everything. Yes, of course. Food, you know, it's so different. For me, it's way too different. We in Venezuela we eat like a kind of American food too. You know, like a burger, all that stuff. But you know, it's a different things. Like obviously the pizza here is not the same pizza like in Italy. You know. We're different. The pasta in Italy is close to the one in here, but you know they do it by hand over there. Here is just processed things, and it's different. It's different. The culture is different. Obviously, I don't. Sometimes those kind of jokes that you guys have, I don't get it. I say like, okay, you guys are saying we're different, you know, like But this is because this is a town. You know, you go to the city, and the city is more like different. It's a whole different world. And people here outside, you know, are different. Here the towns are friendly. In the city, they're not friendly. You know, like talking to somebody, everybody's like scared. You know. It's like...
So then, do you think that if you lived in the city, you would feel more American? Because then you'd be more like the people around you?
No, but you know, like I'm looking for something. I'm looking for almost the same, but I love where I lived before in Venezuela, and I'm looking for something the same. For me, looking for the same is going to Miami. Even if Miami is hot, and Venezuela is not that hot, but it's close. But the humid and hot, you can fix the air conditioning. That's it. You know.
But what about you? Do you feel American?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Like 58 years in the States, and I've been all over the United States, so I've seen it all.
Yeah.
So you know, I've fit in just perfect.
And you spent time in the military?
Yeah, 22 years.
Yeah, for me it's different, but like I have a lot of respect, but feel American, like no, not really. I feel like an immigrant. I don't feel like American.
Do you feel like you guys, well, I'm sure you do, but have adapted? And how long did it take you to feel like you've adapted to American life?
For me, actually, it took like right now at this point, I feel like I'm fine.
You've adapted now?
Yeah, I'm okay right now. Actually, I travel on my own. I do things on my own. Things that I didn't before. Like going out by myself or something like that. Now I know how it's the system, but you have to learn the system. That's another thing. Systems are different in every single place, every single country. And you move and you have to learn about the system around. When you learn the system, you're fine. Other than that, you're not okay.
See, once again, I didn't have the same vision because I came over as a kid. My job was to play, so that was easy. Even though there was a language barrier, I knew play.
Yeah.
So we're now looking at it the same way. So with me, in no time at all, I did what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, he transformed from a kid, from immigrant kid, to a citizen, to a person who getting tracking here all the way up. When he was 20, he's American, no matter what.
Yeah.
He go with the system and all that stuff, and he start getting into a job or getting into military, all the stuff. Not me. Like he said, I came here just looking for a job, but I got a job before. Trying to get a family and things like that. He came like a kid. I have a friend, he's from Peru, and he came here when he was 12 or 13 years old.
Right.
Same thing, he went to school here in Kingston, everybody was poking at him, like, you don't know how to talk, you don't know how.
Right.
And you talk to him, and it looks like you speak very good. He got the accent, he got everything.
Yeah.
And he speaks Spanish.
Yeah.
But he told me he suffered a lot.
Yeah. See, well, he got here because teenagers are mean.
Yeah.
I got here before, so like when I got into my teen years, I could speak. I didn't have as thick an accent as you.
Yeah.
So it was a lot easier for me to get accepted.
Like everybody said that when you're old, you never learn how to speak. It's true.
Yeah.
It is totally true. It's like it's so difficult, but I switch. But I speak in my house. I speak Spanish with my wife. I speak Spanish. We speak English with the kids sometimes.
Right.
We teach the little one Spanish. The older one they say, I don't want to learn Spanish. You're an idiot guy. Okay, good.
He'll appreciate it when he's older.
Well, that's why he's going to Miami. In Miami, he's gonna learn no matter what. But other than that, it's like it's like you just think about it right now. Like I just said, I'm going to Spain. What are you expecting? You're just thinking about job. The first thing is how I'm gonna get a job to survive. And then if you're there, you say, okay, now how am I gonna talk?
Yeah.
That's what happened to me. I came here, I didn't talk to nobody. It was like, fine, I like this. Yeah, I come here, don't worry. Get in there, but when the guy took me to the room and asked me questions, I said, what the f? I always said, talk to me in Spanish. And they were too quick, And my mother-in-law told me, just listen to the weather. You can listen every day, the same thing, and you put your ear towards the words and blah, blah, blah. And then it's true. Thank you. And then, I didn't watch Spanish channels. I don't watch it. I just watch everything in English. Yeah. And then it's so funny, but in the company, nobody speaks Spanish, and I don't have that, I can cheat a little bit. But only one guy right now, for a couple, I don't know, for a year maybe, Monty.
Yeah.
but he doesn't speak
The same.
full. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's different. It's like you know what? Let's go keep it in English. You know, you're gonna get confused. But I said some words and they said like, oh, in Puerto Rico it's not like that. It's different. That means something. I said, okay, let's go keep it in English.
Yeah, different dialect.
Yeah. Like Mexico.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, it's like the worst. But you know, you got people, even being old, you got people who make jokes and all this stuff, and they don't understand how pissed off you can get.
Right.
You know, but they're making a joke and I'm going like this, you know.
Yeah.
They're making a joke with me, I go after it right away. You know, I don't. But they don't understand how, you know, when you
What you've been through.
yeah, you work all the way to just to get along with everybody, and then, well, it's part of the life, you know. It's part of the whole thing.
Carlos came to America speaking little English, but it hasn't kept him from excelling at work.
You know, like I've been lucky here, actually. Tell you, I've been lucky actually in this company too. But I start here from the bottom, and now they put me like a little bit up and all the stuff. Put me in charge of a couple areas and all the stuff. But I work a lot. That's all. That's a different thing too. But you know, I think it's for me. It's time to move on with something different. But I've been here 10 years, and you know, every time the winter comes, it's like, oh my god, here we go. I don't like it. I like it. I do like it, but I don't know. If I'm on my own, by myself, like with no kids, no wife, I'm living here easy. You know? I don't complain. You know? But when you're with the kids, it's something that they start saying something like, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. And then when, oh, I don't want to go out, I don't want to. You want to go out, but you can't, but you're attached to it.
Right.
It's like, oh my god, okay, I don't like it, okay, let's go. I don't like it because of that. But being by my own, I live here all my life, I don't care.
In the end, living in America is something that they are grateful for.
It's easy to live in here.
Yeah.
It's way too easy, it's quiet, it's no problem.
Yeah.
If you're not looking for trouble, you're not gonna get trouble.
Yeah.
Especially this small town that everybody knows you.
Yeah.
Everybody. And now, because I ride bicycles and all the stuff, I run and swim, and I know people here, there, and now I know everybody. I start racing like a couple years ago, like 2 years ago, and everybody, I know all those guys all over the place. Like, oh, look at this guy, oh, look at this guy. Yeah, I'm in Home Depot, hey, Carlos!
Yeah.
Look at that. Guys, it's good. It's not bad. I don't want to bitch about it, but it's good.
So then, if you had to do it all over again, you would still move to America.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
You said it.
Yeah. You know.
It's bad, but it ain't as bad as all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not as bad as the rest.
All those guys that you've seen around you saying this country fuck, they don't know what they're saying. They don't have an idea what they're saying.